All right, guys, this is Krazy Kev here. I'm here with Chelsea Dodson. Chelsea, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. And Chelsea, you competed in a power slap a little bit ago. I mean, talk us a bit more about that last matchup. How you're kind of healing, and what's maybe next for you here with power slap.
I'm fine. I healed very well, as you can see. No marks. um, I'm just waiting for a call just to see who they're gonna match me up with. I would love a match against Holly Hood, Haley J, or Michael Michelle Brown. I feel like our records are similar in for both matches, and that's who I'm looking for next.
Nice, no, that definitely would be awesome. And now, when it comes to power slap, I mean, you said you're waiting for the call. I mean, is there maybe any months in mind, or maybe when you maybe want to get back in there as well?
Honestly, whenever they call me, I had a medical suspension until December 27th, so they couldn't call me in between that anyways. So I know they have a card coming up in March that they just announced, but other than that, I don't really know.
Yeah, no, fair enough. March would definitely be a cool timetable as well. And now, when it comes to your second match that you just had, I mean, talk a bit more about like maybe like your training style. I mean, what did you maybe learn like from your first match, and like what did you kind of do like for the second one to kind of get prepared?
So from my first match, I didn't really know what was going on. I kind of just got on stage from not doing any combat sports to jumping on a big stage with Paige VanZant. And she hits hard. So from that, I kind of just tweaked my hit a little bit. I was learning from the Crazy Hawaiian, which he's a super heavyweight, and at that match I competed at 135. As a female, I realized you got to use your legs a little bit to and your hip motion to get a better slap. So I felt like my hits were better in my second match than my first match, just because I learned a lot more going up and competing.
Yeah, no, it's definitely awesome that you've been improving and everything like that. And now, when it comes to getting the call with Paige VanZant, I mean, what that kind of mean to you to like get like such a big matchup? Because it seems like every girl that I interview, like everyone's calling for that matchup, but you were lucky enough to get that matchup with Paige VanZant yourself.
What was crazy is I wasn't even expecting that, honestly. I was like, let me sign up. And then they actually called me and then they offered me her. And I was like, what the hell? Everyone dreams of that match. So it was cool to experience. And she's such a humble person. Uh, there's nothing I could take away from that. I really enjoyed the whole experience from me getting the phone call to me going up there and competing and what happened afterwards.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely glad you were able to get such a big opportunity. And now, like you mentioned before, you're a very big fan of Power Slap. I mean, talk to us a little bit more about what kind of got you into it, and what made you such a big fan.
There's this girl online, her name's Anastasia, and she competes in a different organization. And she would just compete against like these bigger girls, like they would be stockier, like bigger, taller. Like she didn't care, and she was like some tiny twig, like she's little, but she would just go up there and slap these girls, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then Robert Trujillo, the champ of Power Slap, he's from New Mexico and I actually know him personally. So I started watching his journey, and that's kind of what prompted me into like signing up for Power Slap.
Oh, that's awesome. And now, when it comes to before you got into Power Slap, or maybe even when you have been a part of it, have you been to the Power Slap shows live? And if so, what's that kind of like to experience that?
I did go to one event live, and it was after I competed in Power Slap. And I actually watched Luke Simons get hit 3 times on his first lap because he kept flinching. And I was like, what the heck? Like, that's your whole match on like this one round. So his first time going up there, he kept flinching and he got slapped 3 times. So that was my first take from it. I was like, dang, it's crazy in person versus going up there and competing. I'd much rather go up there and compete. Watching it's fun, but competing's even better.
Oh yeah, no, I definitely would definitely understand that for sure. And no, when it comes to like Power Slap and everything like that, I mean, talk a little bit more about like kind of like the behind the scenes. I mean, like maybe like before you like made the walk and everything like that for maybe your first match or your second match. For maybe fans who might not know what maybe happens behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, so they put all the red corner and the blue corner in one room. Or not in one room, but like, in their corners. And then you pretty much just warm up for your match. You throw some slaps. My husband helped me in the back and I was like, hit me a little bit. And he doesn't like that, but I'm like slapping my cheeks just to like, feel a little sting. You gotta mentally prepare and put some ratchet hype music on in the back and feel yourself.
Yeah, no, that's good. And now, when you were listening to music, I mean, what was kind of pumping you up? What music?
yo, I listen to Ice Spice and Cardi B and all that ratchet shit, like
Okay, fair enough. That's definitely some good stuff. Get you pumped up. And now you mentioning your husband a little bit. He was obviously on the Ultimate Fighter, a very great fighter himself. And now Power Slap, they also have a reality show. I mean, have you watched that at all? I mean, what do you kind of think of that?
he said it was like the best thing ever because he pretty much got to do whatever he wanted. It was like a mini vacation for him. So he was hoping that the girls would get like the road to the title women's. He thought that would be cool to experience. He's like, that would be cool if I was in it, how I won it, and then like you went in it and you went and competed. Like it's just a different experience. And he he's helped me so much in Power Slap because he studies everything to a T. Like you name it, we've done it to train for Power Slap. Just because he's so smart in combat sports.
Yeah, no, that's definitely awesome that you were able to experience that. And now, when it comes to like power slap or just martial arts, I mean, obviously, your husband's was an awesome fighter and still is. And have you been competing in not competing? Have you been training in martial arts yourself? And if so, what have you kind of been up to?
I really love boxing, if I'm being completely honest, and he knows that. Um, we're kind of just seeing where Power Slap takes me, and if I'm getting a phone call soon, and if not, I'm gonna like look for a boxing match.
Nice. No, I definitely think
So
boxing could be fun as well. And now, when it comes to you as well, I mean, some other cool things about you is you've done a little bit of pro wrestling. I mean, talk us a bit more about how you kind of get into that and a little bit more about that.
what's crazy is I messaged a guy here in Albuquerque, and I was like, I just competed against Paige VanZant, and I got a draw, so that actually brought a lot of attention to my name. Because I stayed with her competing wise at her level for Power Slap. And they actually just threw me on stage, and I knew nothing about pro wrestling, and now I'm a pro wrestler because I reached out and I was like, "Hey, I want to learn pro wrestling." And they threw me in and put me as a heel, and I literally get paid to slap people in Power Slap and in pro wrestling. So it's pretty cool, but I also get beer spit on me and shit, but
Uh, yeah, that doesn't sound as fun, but yeah, at least you
pros
have been
and
able to
pros
kind of.
and cons of the sport.
No, yeah, I definitely hear you. That's some good stuff there. And now when it comes to like your pro wrestling career, I mean, talk a bit more about like like kind of like training and preparing for these matches. I mean, what do you kind of do to get ready for them?
There's this guy named Johnny Magna. He's actually a power slap athlete, and he helps me train for pro wrestling and hopefully go for a title match there eventually by the end of the year.
Nice. No, that would be very awesome as well. And another thing I thought was interesting about you as well is you're also like you make a lot of cookies as well too. I mean, talk a bit more about how you kind of get into that and like maybe some of your favorite things about that.
I started baking cookies randomly for my daughter's birthday because it was COVID for her first birthday, and that they do like the drive-through birthday parties. I was trying to order some, and no one was taking orders, so I just kind of taught myself how to bake cookies, and I started posting them online, and then people actually were messaging me to order cookies, and it got so big, like churches and businesses and stuff started ordering, so I actually had to turn it into a legit business, and that's what I do full time.
No, that's incredible. I'm definitely glad you're able to do that. And now, when it comes to like making cookies, I mean, what's maybe some of your favorite like style to make, or just like cookies in general?
I love baby shower cookies. I just feel like those are the most where I can be the most creative and people just appreciate the art of that one specifically. And also it's such an exciting time. So I feel honored when people ask me to make their baby cookies, like their baby shower cookies. And, it's introducing their baby into the world for their baby shower. And I just feel honored with that. So that's my favorite one.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a pretty cool experience as well. So another thing I was just going to ask you about as well too. I mean, getting back into your husband. I mean, he was competing for the UFC flyweight division for a while, and then during the period when he was fighting, they also had like the flyweight purge, where like there was a lot of times where like fighters were getting cut like right after they lost, like in that same division. What did you kind of think about that? Were you watching the UFC at that point? I mean, talk us a bit more about that.
Honestly, I didn't even know he was in the UFC. Like, I knew nothing about him when I met him. And he was like, I'm a fighter. I'm like, what does that mean? What's your real job? And he's like, I'm a fighter. Like, okay.
Wow.
So I
Wow.
went out to the fan expo and everyone was like asking him for autographs. I'm like, who the hell are you? So no, I didn't watch that, and I still haven't watched it till this day, but I watched his career like when he was fighting in the UFC when I was with him. So
Wow.
we've been
No,
together 12 years. So I've watched that and his BKFC transition and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, now what do you kind of think about bare knuckle? I mean, have you been to that live at all? I mean, what do you kind of think
Oh
about
my
that?
gosh, I love bare knuckle. If you have not been to one live event, I suggest you go. Only because their brutality of it is crazy. Like you could be winning the fight and one little gash can end it real quick.
Yeah, no, it's incredible because I mean that's one thing about me. Like I've been to a couple UFC shows, but then I've done media for BKFC, and like it's just like brutal. Like hearing the punches, like seeing these guys get like
Yes. And
it's
people
really
think like it's fake. And I'm like, no, that's bone to bone. Like
oh yeah, no, it's definitely real. I mean,
that's
and speaking
that's
about
how I feel with power slap. Like people think like it's an enhanced sound like when they're slapping the faces and it's not. Like that's 100% them slapping that face.
oh yeah, yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think I was at the card in Newark, and it was like the Queen of Violence. She was on the same card as like Michael Perry, and like she hit this girl and like broke her nose. And you could just like hear it all throughout the arena, and I was like, oh my
Everything.
god, yeah,
It's so crazy. It's so brutal, but I love it. I love being live in those events and it's a different atmosphere, right? You go to a UFC event and like those are so exciting also. But the BKFC ones, I think like it's just so bloody and everyone's looking for that like gore kind of. It's just I don't know. It's just a different atmosphere.
yeah, no, 1000%. I definitely agree. Bare knuckle is definitely a pretty cool promotion. And now, I mean, speaking a little bit about like your nose and everything like that. I mean, that's like one of your most viral videos. I mean, what do you kind of think about that? You know, like having a viral video like that and everything being going.
It's kind of crazy that my nose is viral, honestly, like out of everything. Like we do a bunch of dumb shit, me and my husband, and then like you can Google my nose. So I got famous off my nose break, if that makes sense. Like Paige was such a huge fight, but people know me from my nose break and not my Paige fight. So
It's literally crazy because like if you like Google yourself like Chelsea Dodson, then like just like nose, like that's like the first thing that pops up.
I
It's crazy.
know it's
Yeah.
so funny. Honestly, I have nothing bad to take away from it. Like at that moment, I was very hurt about like how the situation was because it kind of ruined. I was going to the bare knuckle champ summit in Florida with I was supposed to go with my husband, but my nose broke and I had surgery a few days before, so I couldn't leave. And I was like, damn it. And so like it kind of set plans back for the summer with my kids and stuff. But honestly, like a lot more opportunities have came up from my nose break. So I gotta do more stuff in wrestling. I've done more podcast interviews. Um actually started stunt training just because of it. Like a bunch of cool things have came up from it. So I can't take anything bad away from it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely incredible. I'm definitely glad you were able to make it into a positive. And now, like we talked about, I mean, obviously, you know, it healed very well. I mean, what was that healing process kind of like? I mean, talk us a bit more about, you know, how long everything kind of took to get back to normal.
Honestly, it sucked. So for the first 2 weeks, I couldn't get surgery for the first 2 weeks. So my nose got broken within the first 2 weeks. So it broke, and then I had to wait 2 weeks, and then they had to re-break it to fix it. And then I couldn't do anything for about 3 months, just because like your bones are so sensitive. And how she broke it was they were in like 100 little pieces. Like all this side was shattered through here. So that was pretty crazy because I've never broken a bone in my life, and then I broke my nose.
Wow. Okay, that's the next thing I was going to ask. I was going to say, is that your worst injury?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So
Wow.
yeah, I've never broken a bone, but that was probably really bad for me in my opinion. But
Yeah.
I
Well,
sucked it up, and then I went back to training and stopped being a little B word. And
okay. Okay. No, fair enough. No, I'm definitely glad everything's been
Mhm.
going better for you. And now, obviously, you know, we've been talking a lot about, you know, everything with like power slap and everything. But I mean, what do you kind of like to do outside of it when you're not in there, like training for power slap and just getting ready for competitions and everything?
I love baking in general. That's like my go-to. I just love baking, like banana bread, carrot cake, like just random stuff with my kids. That's what we do.
Yeah.
I
That's
try not to I try not to get fat, so I go to the gym and that's my little me zen time.
Yeah, no, that's important. That's definitely good that you're able to do that. And now when it comes to power slap, I mean, like someone like you that just kind of signed up on a whim. I mean, what is maybe some advice you would give to somebody that's like maybe going in there for their first match, or also like trying to get signed up and get ready for power slap themselves?
They need to go in there with full confidence, don't question themselves. If they know what they're doing, like in their mind, your mind's a powerful thing. And I just feel like if you put your mind to it, you can go ahead and achieve it. And they can go and compete against anybody and just be top dog, honestly.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's a good mindset to kind of have. And yeah, Chelsea, it's been incredible talking to you. I appreciate you taking the time today. What's maybe your final message out there to the fans watching this video?
Follow me on Instagram, Chelsea Dodson. I have a fun journey and I don't know. I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting that question.
Yeah, no
I was like,
problem.
oh shit, I don't know.
Yeah, no, like I said, definitely check you out on Instagram. And again, Chelsea, thank you so much for taking the time. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what's next. Hopefully, you get the call for March.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
All right.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah,